Hey, what's up everybody? How are you doing all? Welcome to the new lesson. In today's video, we're going to take a look at initializing variables in a C++ program and how to use them in your script, in your program, okay? But before that, before we get started, I want to tell you something. If you haven't watched the previous video, make sure to watch it, in which I took an overview of constants and variables both together, and so that you can get some idea about both of them. And I'll be leaving the link to that video down below in the description so you can watch it afterwards. Anyway, I'm here on my IDE and I'm going to show you how to initialize variables in a C++ program. So, the first thing that you should keep in your mind that there are certain data types in any programming language, such as integer, float, or a string, okay, or a character, right? So what is an integer? An integer starts from 1 up to 9, and it won't include any decimal point. 1, 2, 3, 4, and up to 9. These are called integers. So the first thing that you should do in initializing variables is that you should declare the data type of the data that you want to store in a specific variable. For example, I want to store a variable having data type an integer, so I'll write up here int, which refers to integer, right? And the second step is that you should type the name of the variable. Your variable, what is the name of your variable? That is your choice. For example, I just take letter A as my variable, and that's how I declare this variable. So I've just declared that a variable named A is a data type, is an integer data type. So I've just declared that here, and if I want to declare two variables, I can just put a simple comma over here and then another variable name, for example B. So now I'm going to store values, I'm going to store data in these two variables. So how I should do that? Just write here a equals to, for example, I have an integer 2, and then the next one, b equals to 5. That's how you do it. This is the initialization of variables. So what is meant by initializing a variable? That actually means that storing some data in a variable, assigning some value to a variable. That's how we do it. And there's one another way you can choose. I can also type here like a equals to, the minute I declare the variable, I can also initialize the variable in the same line. This is how I do it. A equals to 2, right? And B equals to 5. Both are same, so I should use this one because it's preferable and it will make your script shorter, so go for it. Anyway, choice is yours. I'm going to type that here. I'm going to erase that, and I'm already done. I have saved a data that is an integer 2 in a variable named A, right? And the second one is B. So let's just execute them. For example, I'm going to make a program to sum them up. So how I should do here is I should use cout function and then extraction operator. I should write here the total sum is, I'm done with that. I'll leave a space here and then another extraction operator. I should select the variable name, which is A. So I should just simply write here A, and then I use the operator for summing them up, right? And then another variable name, which is B, and then I should use terminator operator. I'm done with that. If I run this script, I'll write the answer 5 8 up to 2, which gives us an integer which is 7. So let's just run the script and see how it works. So I'm going to run it here, right? Now let's just wait and see what is the output of this program. And if I get any error, I'll solve it. Alright, you can see that I've got the answer 7. The total sum is 7. So that was the initialization of variables. Now let's talk about another data type, which is float. Float is actually a numerical value which includes a decimal point. For example, 2.34, there's the first value, and this is a 5.22. And if I write here integer, I'll get an error because 2.34 is not an integer because it contains floating point. So this is another data type which is named as float. So I should just declare that data type of the variables which is float. That is the declaration of the data type that I want to store in the variables. That are the names of the variables, and these are the values that I've just stored in the variable. So let's just run the script again and see what is the result of it. So let's just wait and see what is the sum of these two values, these two floating values. You can see that 7.56 is the required answer, right? You got this? Yes, you've got this. So I think there's nothing more left than that, and in upcoming lessons we should discuss more about variables, and that was enough for today. If you have got any questions regarding today's topic, you can ask them freely in the comment section, and I'll give you answer as soon as possible. So that was all for today, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed that and you have learned something new. So this is the comment. This code shows you how to initialize a variable in your program. This is how we use variables in our C++ code, in our C++ program. That's it, guys. And stay tuned for the next lesson. Okay? And I'm going to say that you guys are awesome, and we guys are beginners, but we are going to become masters in programming. So take care, everybody. I'll see you guys in the next lesson. Thanks for watching.